Your person is feeling incredibly lonely without you, and it's not just a fleeting emotion, it's something that has deeply affected their entire being. Since you've been apart, their life has become disordered, chaotic, and emotionally fragmented. Everything feels out of place for them, and they can't seem to find a sense of stability or peace. Your absence is more than just physical, it has left a void that they're struggling to cope with. The connection you once shared is something they now realize they took for granted, and they are feeling the weight of that realization every single day. This separation has hit them hard. They are not just missing your presence, they're devastated by it. The silence between you echoes loudly in their life, and it's during this silence that they've begun to understand the depth of their feelings for you. Watching you pull away has only intensified their pain. They see you becoming increasingly distant and defensive, and though it hurts, they understand why. They know you've grown tired of the emotional roller coaster, tired of their inconsistent behavior, tired of giving your all while they remained stuck in indecision and fear. You're emotionally exhausted, and it shows. You're no longer willing to carry the weight of the relationship on your own, and they sense that deeply. What hurts them the most is knowing that you once cared so much, but now you're no longer fixated on them. They can feel that shift. You're not obsessed anymore, you're healing, rediscovering yourself, and opening your heart to new possibilities. And that terrifies them. The idea of you moving on, of finding someone else who values you in all the ways they failed to, is almost too much for them to bear. They can't stop thinking about you, you're on their mind constantly, day and night. They're reliving memories, conversations, laughter, and even the difficult moments. Sometimes, they find themselves crying, overwhelmed by guilt and regret for not stepping up when it mattered most. Despite all of this turmoil, one truth stands firm in their heart: they believe you are meant to be together. They see you as someone who truly complements them, someone who brings out the best in them, even if they haven't always shown it. When they imagine a future, it's with you in it. A life shared, built on mutual understanding, love, and growth. They've come to realize that the happiness and stability they long for isn't found in fleeting moments or other distractions, it's found in the bond they have with you. This belief, that the two of you are made for each other, is what keeps them holding on, even when everything seems lost. And yet, they're painfully aware of how much they've contributed to the current distance between you. They're not blind to their own shortcomings. In fact, they're deeply frustrated with themselves for holding back their emotions and failing to express how much you truly mean to them. They've been caught in a pattern of avoidance, fear, and hesitation, unable to fully step into vulnerability. But now, that hesitation is turning into regret. They've noticed your silence. Whether it's the lack of messages, calls, or social media interactions, it's all being felt. And that silence? It's speaking volumes. They know you're done making the first move, done chasing, done pouring your love into a one-sided connection. That realization is hitting them like a tidal wave. And yet, instead of walking away or giving up, it's pushing them toward action. They are beginning to understand that if they don't speak now, if they don't take that leap of faith, they may lose you forever. The thought of you being with someone else, of giving your love to someone who appreciates it from the start, is breaking them from the inside out. It's forcing them to confront their own fears, their own ego, and their own emotional walls. Because of this, they're gathering the courage to reach out. They know the risk, they know you may not respond, or that you may have already closed the door on this chapter, but they're willing to try. For the first time in a long time, they are beginning to choose vulnerability over pride. They don't want to live with what-ifs anymore. They want to speak their heart, not just in thoughts or dreams, but in real words and actions. they're finally ready to show up for you the way you always deserved. And even if things don't go back to how they once were, they want you to know, truly know, that you were never just another passing moment in their life. You were, and still are, someone incredibly important. Someone worth fighting for. I love you deeply, enough to embrace every part of you, even the parts that may not always be easy to understand. My love for you goes beyond the surface, beyond just the good days or the comfortable moments. I accept your light and your shadows, your strengths and your flaws, because all of it is what makes you you. And I want you to know, from the bottom of my heart, that I am truly sorry for all the times I didn't fully recognize or honor who you really are. There were moments when I let my fears or insecurities speak louder than my love, and for that, I am genuinely sorry. You are an incredible human being, a beautiful, radiant soul with so much love in your heart. I've seen your tenderness, your passion, your authenticity, and it's nothing short of inspiring. You deserve to be loved fully, freely, and without conditions. You deserve a love that doesn't ask you to shrink, hide, or change. You deserve to be celebrated exactly as you are. And I want to be the person who gives you that kind of love, the kind that uplifts you, supports you, and allows you to be your truest self. To be honest, I'm still learning how to be fully open. Vulnerability is something that scared me for a long time. It feels raw, exposed, and sometimes uncertain. But I also know that true connection, the kind that lasts, the kind that nurtures the soul, requires vulnerability. It asks us to take off our masks and be seen for who we really are. And despite my nervousness, I want that with you. I want to build something real, something honest, something that grows stronger with time. I believe we can have that, but only if we both show up as our authentic selves. Lately, I've noticed something shifting. Everything reminds me of you, the music I hear, the places I go, even random little things like a certain smell or the way the sunlight filters through the window. It's as if your energy still surrounds me, lingering in the spaces we once shared, reminding me of what we had. But more than that, I've been sensing a transformation in you. It's subtle, yet powerful. Your aura feels different, more grounded, more at peace, more aware. And it fills me with a sense of awe and admiration. This change, this growth I feel in you, only deepens my desire to reconnect. I miss you, not just the presence of you, but the soul of you. I miss the way you saw me, the way you made me feel understood in a way no one else ever could. I miss the conversations that would stretch into the night, the laughter that would echo long after it ended, the quiet comfort of just being near you. Our time apart has not been easy, but I believe it was necessary. This journey has taught me so much about myself, about love, about the kind of relationship I want to build. It has been a period of deep spiritual lessons, and I know now that every challenge, every distance, every silence between us was part of something bigger. It forced me to grow, to look inward, to heal parts of myself I didn't even know were wounded. And I believe you've been on your own journey too, learning your own lessons, discovering your own truths. But now, I feel the season shifting. I feel that we are both ready for something new, not to go back to what we had, but to create something even stronger from where we are now. I believe it's time. Time to bridge the distance, to open our hearts again, to take all that we've learned and use it to build a love that is wiser, deeper, and more resilient than before. I want to reconcile, not just to be together again, but to truly come together with understanding, compassion, and intention. I want to meet you where you are now, and I hope you'll meet me there too. We've both changed, and that's a beautiful thing. Change means growth, and growth means possibility. So here I am, speaking from my heart, hoping this message reaches you in the way it's meant to. No pressure, no expectations, just honesty, love, and hope. Hope that maybe, just maybe, we're ready to begin again. A positive shift is on the horizon in your relationship, something you may not see coming but have perhaps been hoping for deep down. The energy between you and your partner is beginning to change in a significant way. After a period of confusion, distance, or emotional silence, your partner is about to surprise you with an unexpected offer. It might come in the form of a heartfelt message, an open confession, or even a symbolic gesture meant to reignite the connection you once shared. Whatever form it takes, it's coming from a place of genuine realization and emotional growth. Behind the scenes, your partner has been thinking about you constantly. They've been quietly keeping tabs on you through social media, looking at your posts, watching your stories, and perhaps rereading old conversations or memories. It's not just out of curiosity, it's because they're trying to figure out how to come back into your life. They've been searching for clues, trying to gauge where your heart is, and imagining how they can reconnect without making things worse or seeming too forward. There's a longing there, mixed with uncertainty, but it's strong enough to push them toward taking action. What's becoming clearer to them now is the deeper spiritual and emotional meaning behind your connection. They're starting to recognize the karmic cycle that played out between you, those patterns of miscommunication, emotional distance, or pain that kept repeating. For a long time, they may have been unaware of the deeper lessons the relationship was trying to teach them. But now, they want to break that cycle. They no longer want to repeat the same mistakes. Instead, they're seeking closure, healing, and a new beginning with you, one that's free of old wounds and misunderstandings. Your partner is also sending you signs, even if they don't realize you're picking up on them. Certain songs, symbols, or sudden thoughts may come to you out of nowhere. These are not coincidences. They are trying to communicate with you energetically, reaching out in subtle, almost mystical ways. They want your attention, even if they're not ready to come out and say it directly yet. Their soul is calling to yours, hoping that you'll feel the pull just as deeply as they do. What's more, your partner is undergoing a personal transformation. They're beginning to see the truth of who you are to them and what this relationship truly means. For a long time, they may have been in denial, hiding their feelings, or distracted by other things in life. But that veil is lifting now. They're waking up to the depth of the bond you shared, realizing how much you shaped their life and their heart. They see now that you are not just another chapter, you were the one who changed everything. One of their biggest regrets is that they didn't show you how much they cared when it mattered most. They held back their love either out of fear, pride, or emotional immaturity. Now, that decision haunts them. Losing you was not just difficult, it was the most painful experience they've ever faced. The absence of your presence has left a void they can't fill. They've come to understand the injustice they did to you by not appreciating your worth, by taking your love for granted when it was right there, pure and unwavering. But they don't want to live with that regret anymore. Your partner is now actively planning a return. They are preparing themselves mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually for the moment they reach out to you. This time, they want to do things right. They're no longer approaching from a place of confusion or ego, they're coming back with clarity, intention, and a deep desire to rebuild what was lost. They see you as everything they've ever wanted in a life partner. Whether they call you their future wife or husband, or simply the love of their life, you hold that sacred place in their heart. They admire so much about you, your strength, your kindness, your beauty, your uniqueness. But there is one thing that truly breaks them, when you stop talking to them. Your silence, your absence, the space you create when you pull away, it hurts them more than they'll ever admit. That silence forces them to confront their mistakes and highlights just how much your presence means to them. In truth, you are unforgettable to them. No matter how much time has passed or what has happened since you were last close, you've left a lasting impression on their soul. And now, they're ready to fight for what they once let slip away. They're coming back not just to say sorry, but to prove that they've changed and that they're finally ready to love you the way you always deserved to be loved.